Exciting. And this is something that your mechanic may not want you to hear, but there is a lot you can do at home to take care of your car, especially as we head into winter. NTD's David Lam hears from an auto expert about the penny method and a handful of car care tips.
For those planning to hit the road these next few weeks, car maintenance can go a long way to prevent any major car issues during winter. Kai Vu, who's built his craft as an auto technician for 9 years, shares 5 things that he hopes to give people a safe driving experience.
One is the battery, one is the wiper blades, now there's the tires, and then their lights and their fluids.
He recommends checking all these parts a few weeks before a planned trip. Vu says car batteries weaken in the cold, so if your car starts right away after hitting the ignition, the battery is good.
Usually, if the battery's weak, it'll take like a couple for it to start.
Though he says sometimes after an hour of driving, the battery could recharge. Next on the list are fluids. A major important one is the engine oil, which keeps the engine parts moving smoothly.
And this is how you check the level. You wipe it, put it back in, check it out again. Then you check the marks. The bottom dot is for when it's a little too low. The top dot is for when it's a little too high. So you want to be between the 2 dots.
Another fluid to check is coolant. It helps prevent the engine from overheating, but make sure the car isn't hot.
If the coolant is at the top, right here, then it's okay. You have enough coolant. And you can also check the color. See, if it's a bright color, it means the coolant is pretty new, still good. If it's a little brownish, then you might consider changing it.
You can also check the plastic reservoir container. Another fluid is the windshield washer fluid. Drivers can fill this with washer fluid, or if they're in a pinch, just water would work temporarily. The next step is checking if all the exterior lights are working. Next are the tires. Vu shows NTD the old penny trick to measure the thickness of the tread depth.
If you can't see the top of Lincoln's head, then you're good. But if you can see the top of his head, it means the tread depth is maybe too thin.
As for tire pressure, manufacturers recommend filling tires to the pressure that's generally labeled near the door sill. Vu says most of these maintenance are simple to do at home, but recommends going to a professional if problems come up. With the upcoming winter season, it brings rain and snow, so we hope these several tips keep you and your family safe for any long road trips coming up. With that said, happy holidays. David Lam, NTD News, California.